Hello and a very warm welcome to Meghan and Harry News YouTube channel. The court case continues and now Harry has accused Piers Morgan of knowing about, encouraging and concealing the illegal targeting of Princess Diana. So just to recap, Harry is back in court over phone hacking claims. Harry claims his relationships were destroyed by press intrusion and that Murdoch's firm paid secret in settlement to Prince William. Harry is claiming that he was the victim for much of his life of phone hacking and other illegal behaviour by journalists working for The Sun and the News of the World. He claims his relationships and friendships were destroyed by press intrusion, with reporters working for Rupert Murdoch's tabloids illegally hacking his voicemails and hiring private investigators to obtain private information. Prince Harry says he was told in 2012 that a secret deal had been struck between the royal family and top executives at Murdoch's news business. Under the supposed deal, the royals agreed to not bring any case until all other phone hacking illegal proceedings had finished, at which point they would receive an apology. This would make sense as to why certain reporters can make up stories and claim it is from anonymous insiders but never get sued, or why certain individuals can write books on Meghan and Harry, even though they have never met them, and make all sorts of baseless claims without any evidence and are not scared of getting sued. It must be because of some sort of deal or agreement. And now we see Piers Morgan getting mentioned. It states, Piers Morgan encouraged illegal targeting of Diana, says Prince Harry. Court papers allege that Morgan, when he was Now editor, and other news about and concealed hacking of texts and phone calls. This is the same Piers Morgan who was out to dinner with Princess Eugenie and Beatrice, seen giving them hugs, and was recently at a dinner function with Camilla. It reads, Prince Harry has claimed Piers Morgan knew about, encouraged and concealed illegal targeting of Diana, Princess of Wales, when he was editor of News of the World. Harry alleges that his mother's private text messages and phone calls were obtained by journalists working for Rupert Murdoch's tabloid newspapers before she died, with the information used as the basis for multiple stories in The Sun and the News of the World. Harry alleged in court documents that this illegal targeting of Diana, as well as Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles, was known about and hidden by Morgan and other editors in the mid-1990s. Harry lists a number of articles that were published during Morgan's time as News of the World editor between January 1994 and August 1995. The prince alleges that all were the result of illegal information gathering. Now, you remember my video from a week ago about the 42 negative articles in the Daily Express that were all published in a 24-hour day. Here we see the same pattern, and remember, this is from 1995. Nothing really has changed, and back then it was Diana who was the people's princess. She was the popular one that the firm felt threatened by. The articles include Di's cranky phone calls to married Oliver. She called 3 times in 9 minutes and hung up as she heard Oliver's voice, about Diana's alleged relationship with the art dealer Oliver Hoare. Di's Roam Alone, about Diana flying to the US on holiday and leaving behind Princes William and Harry with other members of the royal family. Di and Fergie bury the hatchet, about a private meeting between Diana and the Duchess of York. It's Diana or me, Di. Will's my dear friend, not my lover. Carling sneaked into palace when boys went out. About Diana's alleged relationship with the England rugby player Will Carling. Di's VJ Day fury over Tiggy, about a supposed dispute between Diana and the royal nanny Tiggy Leg Bork. And it turns out that several of these stories were written by Clive Goodman, who was the newspaper's royal correspondent, who would later be sent to prison for hacking Prince William's voicemails. I wonder what stories he has to tell. It sounds like he was the fall guy at the time, because none of the editors or people higher up got into any trouble. It continues, one of the stories that is allegedly based on illegally gathered information was written by the News of the World reporter Gary Jones, who is now the editor of the Daily Express. That, of course, is the same Daily Express that is pumping out 42 negative Meghan and Harry stories in a 24-hour period, clearly part of the smear campaign, which is completely insane. It turns out Piers Morgan has also been linked to other phone hacking allegations relating to his time as editor of The Mirror between 1995 and 2004. Last year, lawyers suing The Mirror's parent company alleged that Morgan must have had knowledge of voicemail interception during the time he was running the tabloid. Harry has a separate legal case against the publisher of The Mirror, which is due to go to trial next month at the High Court. The television presenter Jeremy Paxman, speaking under oath at the Leveson inquiry, said Morgan once invited him for lunch and explained how a mobile phone's voicemails could be hacked. Harry suggests that Murdoch's newspapers concealed their illegal activity, publicly criticising Diana's paranoid delusions about being illegally targeted when in reality she was under close surveillance and her calls were being unlawfully intercepted by individuals working for The Sun and News of the World. Harry also suggests Diana was punished by the newspapers for giving an interview to the BBC's Panorama in 1995, rather than providing private information to The Sun or News of the World. It really does seem that we are seeing exactly the same media game being played, with many of the same people involved. Let us know your opinion in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.